Hello traders and welcome to another weekly Forex Market Forecast. Last week we didn't upload the video because the market remained as we explained the week before, so that's why we skipped the last week for the YouTube. But all of our members inside the member group, we continued normally the live sessions and trade recommendations. So here we are with the next market update now that the dollar has finally made the move up as we have been explaining. So this is exactly what happened. And in the dollar index, we can overall see maybe a little bit more upside, but the main move has already took place. So potentially we can see something like that as a correction, another move up to come before a reaction. But overall, this will be the next coming week is going to be an up and down week overall. The main move has already took place as we explained, and then let's see the other pairs and what we have been explaining the previous week before this move. Before the next market analysis, I would like just to show you our results over the last 6 months since we have started our membership service, which you can join us with the link in the description. So we have reached 42.4% in the closed total P&L in percentage terms. This number basically reflects the percentage of market move that went in our favor based only on our trade recommendations, which means for experienced traders, they could have been capable to generate a little bit higher number than this one. This reflects only these trade recommendations that we provided to our members exclusively, as I said before, and is based on a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay? It doesn't really calculate whether somebody obviously is trading with some leverage and so on and so forth. And in terms of pips, for those who track pips, we have generated over 3,000 pips over the last 3 months, as you can see over here. So if you are interested in learning how to trade correctly and understand better the markets, you can check us out with the link in the description through bmcbuymeacoffee.com. This is where we run our membership trading community. And as you know, to be a successful trader, you need to have the right analysis and education, the right mindset. So that's not to say that you cannot trade by yourself, but consider the fact that 90% of retail traders lose money at the end of the year at the most. So if you see something like we provide here of high quality is for a reason. We are trying to help people understand that uh, if you don't look at trading and the market as a business, you have a very high chance of failing like 90% of retail traders. But if you want to change this and if you want to make this potentially a part of your income, you need to do things much differently. And this is our service and what we want to provide to our trading community. So feel free to check us out. If you have any questions, send us an email at support@roiforecast.com, or also you are welcome to leave a comment down in the comments below, and we'll get back to you within the day. Now for the dollar yen, as expected, the market has moved to the upside from these levels that we have been mentioning, and it has reached its target to the upside that we have been mentioning to our members in our service, of course. And from here, soon we might get a reaction, but shorter term, we can overall see a possible more upside to take place within this area overall. So the market has overall reached major areas over the last 2 weeks. So those that were able to benefit in our member group, of course, we had an amazing month of September overall. And right now, the market heading into the next week with CPI ahead can also get choppy. So the market movements might be becoming less and less for the next week. But overall, more upside can happen within this area in the dollar yen before any reactions to happen later down the line. For the EURUSD, we have reached our target area to the downside. As expected from these highs, we have got the move to the downside. Overall, we might still see more sideways to lower price action, so we might bounce and then keep trading lower within this area before any other reaction. So this is our view for the euro dollar for the coming week or so. For the pound dollar, similarly, we have got this move to the downside after one more high. We had a high on the 26th of September at 134.3 area. And from here, we have got a rejection to the downside. So potentially we can get soon some reaction, but another move down might be coming. So this will be the view in the pound dollar for the coming week or so. So choppiness and a little bit more downside might be taking place near term for the pound dollar. Now for the pound yen, after a break to the upside as expected from these levels, like we explained in the previous market update video, the market pulled back and now is trading within the next move higher. So overall, we can reach the 197,200 area, and from here we might see a reaction to the downside later on. But short term, we can still see potentially more upsides to take place within this area before the next reaction. So the bias remains sideways to the upside near term for the pound yen. For the EURUSD, after this move to the downside, we are entering sort of a corrective phase right here, something similar to this one. So we are bouncing for the time being, but the overall trend for this one from the 5th of August, it remains to the downside in the bigger picture. So any upside here should be limited for the next reaction to the downside later down the line. Now for gold has reached our main target area that we have been forecasting since the summer, which was to hit the 2500-600 area. We have reached a major area in the weekly time frame for gold. The current price action, it looks accumulation, so this is a corrective sequence. It might give us a move to the downside to this area first. It might not, it doesn't have to. So gold next week will decide whether it will give another push to the downside or whether this is an accumulation for one more high to the 2700 area perhaps. So in the bigger picture, the market is still bullish and there is no current possible setup in gold other than to watch and see what happens next overall. And definitely this is a bullish market and nobody should be looking to sell gold at this stage. Now for oil we have got a three swing bounce, a corrective bounce right here. So we have reached a major Fibonacci extension area where we expect the reaction to happen from the sellers. So this reaction from this area will determine whether the downside trend resumes or whether this will be a reaction for a double correction to the upside. So this is an area in which nobody should be looking to buy and sellers will be attempting to have a reaction to the downside soon in oil. And an update for natural gas, we have also reached the target area right here after this move to the upside as we have been explaining. So this is a seller's area, a reaction area in which we expect the market to give us a move to the downside to potentially fill this contract gap that we had right here on the 25th, 26th of September. So this will be the reaction for the time being shorter term for natural gas. From the indices, the SPX, S&P 500 cash index, we are heading to the upside as we have been expecting anyway after the pullbacks. So the market has made new all-time highs once again. So the trend remains to the upside. We have another target to the upside. Shorter term, it looks like we might make another high. There is also the possibility in which we make one more high and we pull back before we extend higher. So this is why the indices will be tricky heading into the next week and the week after. So it all depends how short term also CPI goes and how the dollar will be trading. So to get more insights on what we see ahead, as I said before, we provide this to our member trading community. You can join us with the link in the description And ideally, the best plan we have is the premium, in which you are able to benefit from 4 daily live sessions between Monday to Thursday every week. And plus, you get our exclusive trade recommendations, in which we track and monitor, and you saw the results we had in the beginning of the video. Plus, we provide an exclusive weekend's market overview and sometimes a report with bigger picture analysis on the instruments. So if you are looking to succeed in trading, this is your best option available right now. So we can help you out to understand and navigate the market much better. So S&P 500 in the bigger picture still bullish. We have a target to the upside to reach, but short term it needs to define how we will reach this target to the upside with possible short-term volatility in the coming 2 to 3 weeks. An update also for Bitcoin. Overall, as we expected, the market is still in an accumulation stage between the 57,000-65,000 area, which this one will soon be ending, and we expect to see our biases to the upside for a breakout. So soon the market should be turning bullish after it finishes this accumulation that we have been seeing across August and September into the month of October. And lastly, our 2 ETFs that we share here on YouTube, the 3Qs and GDX. So for the 3Qs, we are on track with from the cycle from 5th of August. So we are expecting more upside to take place from this cycle. So short term, another high is likely, but we might also see some pullbacks along the way before we go further. So this is the only potential risk on this uptrend, but it should remain supported, and we expect in the near future a break of this high from 11th of July, and from there we see what happens next. And also from the gold miners ETF GDX, we expect this pullback as you see right here. We have reached the 41-42 key area that we have been mentioning for a while. So we might experience a little bit more downside, a bounce and another move to the downside before we react higher. So this will be the overall idea for the GDX as well, as gold remains supported in the near future as well. So that's what we have for this weekend's market updates. Feel free to leave us a like and a comment to let us know what do you think about our analysis in general. Don't forget to check out our membership service for the best experience and detailed analysis that we don't share here on the channel. And also, if you have any personal question, send us an email at support@roiforecast.com and we'll get back to you within the day. We wish you a great rest of your weekend and see you in the next video.